I will now show you how I use Keyboard Maestro in combination with Final Cut Pro to remove breaths. So many times when I'm editing a video, I like to lower breaths or remove them completely. I also like to do the same for ums and little filler words. I like to just eliminate them from the timeline just because it can be a little distracting. So normally when I do this, the normal way we do this when we're editing, let me show you the process of before Keyboard Maestro. So I'll add an in point, an out point, and then I would either drag this down to whatever number I want, or I would click on Control Option L, then type in minus whatever decibels I want to drop it, negative 25, and then I want to go move my playhead back, and then I have to click spacebar. And this way I can hear how it sounds. And I do this over and over and over for every breath, for every and that's how I normally used to do the process. And then I discovered Keyboard Maestro. So this might not seem like a big deal, but all these little keyboard shortcuts add up over time. So with Keyboard Maestro, what I do is, let me show you how it works now with Keyboard Maestro. So I put in my in point, and then I go to my out point, but the difference now is I click on Option Command O. Watch this. I click Command Option O, kick my hands off the keyboard, and it automatically did all the steps. It selected the out point, it lowered the audio to whatever I have preset, and jumped back 50 frames and automatically started playing the timeline. So this does save time, a lot of time, especially when you have a lot of breaths and a lot of filler words to remove from a timeline. So let me show you how Keyboard Maestro works. So if I open up Keyboard Maestro, you'll see that I have 4 different keyboard macros that I created. So right now I'm just going to focus on one, which is the one I just showed you, but you can have as many as you want, or for other things you do that requires a lot of multiple steps that's repetitive, this could work as well. So for lower breath audio, I have another one that's remove breaths. If I want to just completely remove the breaths to 0, I can do that to just mute it completely. But right now I'm just going to show you how I lower the breaths. So this works for everything else. The same pattern, you'll get an idea of how this works. So right now I have it triggered so it only works with Final Cut Pro when it's at front. So if you have another application and you click on that keyboard shortcut, nothing would happen. Only when Final Cut Pro is at the front. And then when I click on Option Command O, which I have selected here, all these actions are going to be executed. So the first action is going to be executed is the letter O for out point. So it's going to add an out point. The next action is going to type in its keyboard shortcut, this keystroke, which is Control Option L, which says to adjust the audio. So I can either type in positive or negative or whatever number I want to adjust the volume at between the in point and out point. So here I have it selected at minus 25. So I type in minus 25 and then enter. So by clicking minus 25, enter, it's going to type that in Final Cut Pro after this keystroke. So it's going to do the keystroke to Control Option L, and then it's going to type in the minus 25, enter. And then the next keystroke is the semicolon, which is it's going to jump to the in point. So if I go to Final Cut Pro, it's going to jump to this endpoint. And then it's going to do these keystrokes, which is Shift left arrow. So that jumps back 10 frames. So I do it 5 times, so that jumps back 50 frames, multiple times. And then it's going to click on the spacebar, which means it starts playing. So all these actions are done automatically by this one hotkey, which is Command Option O. Let me show you one more time, just because I love this. Click Undo, select in point, go to the out point, Command Option O. Huge time saver, especially when you do this over and over and over. So Keyboard Maestro, I believe you can download a free trial. So give it a test. Let me know what you think. And one other thing I use keyboard, I'm going to start using for other things, but this is the big one. But another thing I've started doing, just to give you an idea what this thing can do, is when I'm going to start recording, I have a trigger that when I open up Mirror Magnet is this tool that allows the video to pop in the bottom in the circle. So whenever I open that application, it automatically opens up all the other applications. It opens up MainStage, which is what I use for my audio processing. It opens up Presentation Assistant, which it does the red thing around the mouse and the little radar effect. It actually also opens up the Keystroke Pro, which you can see in the bottom corner, which is the keystrokes. Every keystroke I type in, it pops up. And it opens up QuickTime Player, which is what I use to record my videos. So there's a lot more that this software can do. It's really, really powerful. I want to thank Joe Workman and Jason Resnick for recommending this tool. It has been a huge time saver. So let me know what you think. Tell me if you like it. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'll talk to you next time. Make sure to reply to this email or add a comment below this video. Also, next week, I'm going to share a plugin that I use that automatically removes breaths. That plugin I use when it's a very, very long video and I want to remove breaths automatically using a plugin. It's a new plugin I downloaded, and so far, I've been very, very impressed. So I use Keyboard Maestro when it's actually short videos, anything less than 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I remove the breaths just because I can fine tune and quickly go in there. The plugin is something I use for a lot longer just because I have to fine tune it and just get it just right. Then it automatically removes the breaths. So make sure to tune on next week for the next video on how I remove breaths using a plugin. Thank you very much for your valuable time and have an amazing day. Please be sure to visit motionmastertemplates.com for over 100 templates for Final Cut Pro. Click on Browse All Templates, and then you can search and look for the template that is right for you. Also, please be sure to go to Categories and click on Free to look at all the free templates you can download on the website. If you have any questions, please be sure to contact me. Thank you and have an amazing day.